everybody.
Hey, everybody. Y'all come on in. Come on in.
We are on location today in Tyler, Texas at Studio Movie Grill. We are here with the fabulous, talented,
She is super fabulous.
Amazing Miss VIRLINDA Stanton.
Thank you. How are you?
We are good. So we are excited to have you on the show. You're looking beautiful.
Thank you. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
Let us know if y'all can hear us really good. We're doing something a little bit different. We're on location with Miss VIRLINDA. So if y'all can hear us, please let us know. If you cannot, we need to know so that y'all can make sure y'all hear this beautiful queen that we have here with us today.
I'll sit up a little closer.
So, actually, you are here for what premiere? What movie premiere?
I'm in town for the movie premiere of Christmas on My Block by DeMarcus Bailey. We have a 7 o'clock showing tonight here, and I'm just excited. We had one last night in Dallas, so we are here in Tyler because there are a lot of East Texas Tylerites who has been featured and starring in this wonderful movie that's going to be released in November.
I've been seeing a lot of buzz about it on Facebook, so I'm excited about it. Shout out to DeMarcus Bailey and everybody in the cast.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm excited to be home as well, too.
Yes. So let's dive into your career. You have a book out that you're promoting now, and what is that called?
Yes, the book is titled Sold Out Volume 2. I co-authored with a multi-award-winning author, Cheryl Pullop Williamson, and there are several other authors in this book. And this book is about other authors' testimonials of different trials and tribulations that they had gone through, but overcame them through their radical faith and prayer. And my title chapter is titled Being Kept by Faith While Beating the Odds.
Okay. Nice. Okay, can you talk a little bit about that without giving away your whole chapter?
Okay, well, I am a faith believer. I am a faith walker. Everything about me all my life has just been about faith because my great-grandmother and my mother reared me and just pushed faith on me. Baby, you just got to have faith and trust in God and believe in God, and He will give you all the desires of your heart. So not only did I have faith and I trusted in God, but I walked in my faith. And that's a difference. You have to walk in your faith so things can come into manifestation. And so faith is just everything that I've ever done. I stepped out on faith. I stepped out on faith. I believed in the faith that God was going to provide what I needed to get where I wanted to go. And my chapter title is Being Kept by Faith While Beating the Odds. And I speak on going through molestation, domestic violence, being raped, and then later being diagnosed with HIV. So that's a whole lot of stuff that I had to endure. But God prevailed and He brought me through it. And I overcame. I did not let the suicidal thoughts, I did not let the stigma, get me down. I really suppressed everything, which is not good, but it was good. But I suppressed everything. I put up like tunnel vision. And I just kept looking forward to where God was taking me. And I just looked forward to the desires and the dreams that I had set for my life. And I said I was not going to let the enemy stop me from what I know that God wanted me to do.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your acting career. Like, how did you get into that?
Well, back in high school, I did a couple of plays, and I love music. I am a music fanatic, so music is my passion. So singing is my passion, and I played the flute, through junior high and high school. But music is my passion, and I love Diana Ross, Natalie Cole, Aretha Franklin, and Patti LaBelle. So I always watched them, and I mimicked them, and I really enjoyed what I saw in them and what they gave. And I'm like, I want to be just like that. That's what I want to do. So that's what inspired me, first off, to get into the music. And then once I started doing that and I got my first play, I was in my first play, then I'm like, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to sing, I want to act, I want to dance, I want to do it all. And so I just started putting myself out there on faith and just doing what I want to do. And my great granny always said, God will give you the desires of your heart. So that's what I worked on, and that's what I believed in. So that's how I'm at where I'm at right now today.
Yes. So you were in the Color Purple on Broadway.
Yes.
So what was that experience like? That's like one of my favorite movies, is The Color Purple.
Yes, I think that's almost everybody's favorite movie.
It is.
Well, I tell you this, before my granny passed, I had always told her that I desired to be on Broadway. Mm-hmm. And so that's another stepping out on faith thing there. But I was actually working overseas with Disney, and another castmate and I, we were just having a general conversation about what movies would make a great musical, you know. And I was like, The Color Purple, The Color Purple. And I'm like, oh boy, if we get The Color Purple, I want to be Celie, I want to be Suge. You know, you want to be a little bit of all of it.
Right.
But I said, I would love to do that production. And about a couple of weeks later, she told me, she said, Verlinda, they're already in production with that play. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what? And I was like, I had 4 months left on my contract. Mm-hmm. So I started, you know, inquiring on who was casting, who's the director, this, that, the other. Right. And so anyway, long story short, I kept believing in my faith. And when I got done, I emailed who the director and casting was for that. And after my third try, then I was cast in the production for one of the gossiping church ladies, and I was Sugary's understudy. So God just really blessed. That was a real big turning point, because not only did I, you know, just play the role of the church lady, you know, that's when God really started working in me. And all I could think of after every performance at the end was my great grandmother, is that I told you, and I knew this was going to happen. Yes. And I would always see this bright shining light at the end of curtain call, and I would just tear up after every single show, because I felt presence, you know. And she was like, I'm proud of you. You know, so but I learned a lot. I met a lot of people traveling, because you know, it was just a wonderful experience.
Wow. So, do you have any other upcoming projects that you're working on now that you can share with us?
Well, I just finished the project Christmas on My Block, produced and written by DeMarcus Bailey, and we're here tonight for that premiere. I am in the process of working on some new music, writing some new music, and I will be doing some studio work next week, beginning that process. So I'm excited about that, to get some new music out. After 2013 was my first project that I put out, and so you know, from 2013 to now, you know, there was a lot of different transitions that I've gone through, and God is just working it. He's working it. So working on that, and working on some upcoming auditions for some more movie gigs.
Wow. Yeah, I know you talk more about your faith. Like, what else helps you to get through those trying moments to where you just want to like throw in the towel? Like, besides your faith, like what else do you gravitate and lean on?
What keeps me going, I have a daughter and I have 2 grandkids. What kept me going before I had the grandkids was my daughter. You know, I confess to God that I have the will to live. I want to live. I do not want to die. I not only want to live for myself, but I have to live for my daughter, because I have to be able to raise her, to teach her, to do the things that I'm supposed to do as a mother, and be here for her. And, you know, when especially when the HIV came into play, you know, I really started questioning God, you know, like, you blessed me so much, and you've given me this and you've given me that, and it's not time. I'm not ready to go. There's more work to be done. And so I would have conversations with him like I'm having with you all today. So just my will to live, my desire to live, to be here for my daughter, and she and my grandchildren now is what keep me going, because I have to be here for them. To set that footprint. You know, they're doing good. They're all intelligent. They're all doing great things, and to know that I planted a seed into all three of them and that they're doing the work that God wants them to do, then I feel good about what I'm doing and what I have done. But there's more to come.
Oh yes, I know. I believe it.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, we're here at a movie premiere, so that is big.
Yeah,
that is super big. So can you? And I know that this is a personal thing, but you know, with people that are going through the same situation that you're going through, you know, when you found out that you had HIV, how did you cope with that? How did you process that information?
Well, when the doctor first told me, I had tears just immediately started just rolling, but I sat calmly in his office and I just started singing. I just started singing and I didn't believe, and I said, this is just a report that the doctor says, but I never received it.
Right.
So there's a difference. I never received it, but I heard it. And so I believe that I didn't have it, and I believe that, with God's healing, that I was going to be healed from what the doctors were saying. And then my doctor at that time, he didn't believe it as well. And he said, we're going to retest. So we retested that same day. But, I just started singing, his eyes is on the sparrow. I know he watches over me.
Yeah.
I'm in the doctor's office.
Right.
I'm in the doctor's office just singing. So while they're just taking my blood and doing whatever they need to be doing, tears are rolling. And I felt nervous. I felt scared. And I also saw death. So I'm not going to say I just calmly sat there and then didn't see anything else. But I still stayed calm. But I saw death flash before me. It was the nerves, the bubble guts you get and all of that. Like, I felt weak. Like when you get some news like that, you immediately think death. Right? So,
but here you are.
Here I am.
But here you are in all of your glory.
Yes. Here I am. I told the devil, baby, you can't have me.
Yes.
You have a testimony.
You can't have me. I have work to do. Yes. I want to do this, and I have already written down my goals and aspirations of what I wanted to do, and everything is not checked off, so it's not time. But I did question God, and then finally I got to the point where, why am I questioning him? Because if I believe what his word says, then there's no need to question. Just it's how you go through, it's how you handle what's being thrown at you.
Yes, that is so true.
Yes.
That part right there.
We don't know how to handle that, or we haven't been showed or taught or led to.
And you know what? I think it's not something you can even be taught. Right. I mean, even with me, say, being a spokesperson and wanting to inspire others when going through something like this, what I can say is that if you don't have faith or if you don't believe, it's time to believe.
Yes.
Because God can turn it around. I am a living vessel that God can turn it around no matter what the situation is.
Right.
And if you believe and if you start then doing your own homework, because at the time I was diagnosed, the doctors didn't really know exactly how to handle the situation, like we are now with the COVID, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically the same thing, and they're learning, and then I'm learning, what do I do? But immediately I lost a lot of weight just from the nerves. Just from stressing, But it's a process, but I think because of how I was reared and the faith that I had believed in and being brought up in church and being talked to about the word, then that's what kept me stable. That's what kept me stable, and I always leaned on that.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. I commend you, ma'am. That's something that most people don't. And it's not that they don't survive that particular thing. It's just the depression and the emotion. And it literally kills them spiritually and emotionally. And then eventually
Well,
they died.
And it is depressing, and I've gone into some depression states. But I picked. I said, "Wait a minute, girl, what you doing?"
Right.
You know, like, wait a minute.
I do that to myself when I feel myself trying to slip
Yeah.
into depression. I'm like, hold on, no.
When you don't see me, it's not always okay. She's doing something, but there was a few times, I would say within the last 6 years, that there were 2 years I just was totally off the grid. You know, because of the depression, because of, you know, the situation changed medically,
right.
you know, with the numbers and things like that, and you know, the medications, you know, the medicines were not as good as you want them to be, or they make you sicker, and then I refuse to take them, you know. So there were just a lot of things that, you know, just kind of hindered me. And then God said, release all your burdens and care unto Him. You know, the scriptures just started playing in my head. So I had to release that so I could get back focused on where God was trying to take me.
Absolutely.
You know, and not let that situation override everything else and conduct, you know, make the decision on how I conduct my living.
Right.
You know. So I'm like, no, and people are like, I didn't know because you were always doing this and you was always doing that. But I, you know, keeping myself busy, you know, but I need some more bookings so I can get more busier.
Yes.
Y'all
heard
her. I am a SAG-AFTRA actress.
Yes.
Come on, SAG.
Come on, SAG.
Come on, SAG. So I need some SAG paying movies.
Y'all heard her.
Hey, y'all heard it.
Y'all
heard it first.
I need some SAG. I need some SAG paying movies. You know, I will say this. I almost landed Jingle Jangles, you guys. So I'm just thankful.
You're on the radar.
Let me tell you, I'm thankful that I got as far as I did with Jingle Jangle. Because it was just an amazing experience.
My God, I can imagine.
Yes.
To be in the same space as, I mean, it was just, listen.
Yeah, that movie, like, it takes you back to your childhood.
Yes.
That's what I loved about it.
It was so different.
Yes.
And, you know, we grew up on, you know, Polar Express and those real big Christmas movies, but that one right there,
and that was David Talbert's dream he had for years that he finally brought into fruition.
Wow.
You know, to put forth, and I'm just thankful that, you know, they shown interest in me enough to have me email back and forth several videos. You know what I'm saying? So just to be asked to do something lets you know you're headed in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely.
And you never give up.
And they're watching
even if you don't land the job, the gig, to God be the glory. You know, I'm thankful, like I said, just that they noticed me. You know,
you're on radar, like you said.
They noticed me. So that was my antennas with God said, okay, you know, you're doing something right. Keep it up. Keep working. You know, and you never get too seasoned or too, like a lot of people been in say to acting. You always got to stay up on your craft because
with anything.
You always have to stay up on it. And I'm not the best actress. I'm not the best singer, but I'm confident in what I do. You know, and I just do me, you know, and if it's good for me,
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And it just wasn't my time. You know, but
the next big one is coming.
That first video, their eyebrows were raised, so you know, just to get a response.
I love that.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Yes, I love it. It was really great.
Well, how can people connect with you? How can they buy your books and your music? How can they support you?
Well, I have a website, VIRLINDASTANTON.com. V is in Victorious. IRLINDA Stanton STANTON.com. Both my book and CD project is on my website. You can purchase from there, or you can follow me on Facebook. There are several links that I post frequently that has a PayPal link in there. And some people were confused that are not up on PayPal. You know, everybody's not tech savvy. But on PayPal, you don't have to have a PayPal. It is an option where you can just pay with your credit card and purchase the book from there. That's where you can purchase the book. Now, if you want a CD, I do have the physical CDs on my website. You can purchase from my website. And my email address is bookingverlindastanton@gmail.com. Bookingverlindastanton@gmail.com. All of my social media pages are Verlinda Stanton. My IG, except for my Twitter, is Verlinda Renee. But you can find it.
Right.
So follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm still trying to work that.
I know I found your Instagram account the other
Let
day.
me tell you something.
Look, Instagram's a whole nother beast.
Let me tell you. And then Facebook say you can connect, and then I connected all the settings and what have you, and don't anything transfer over to Instagram like it's supposed to. So,
Yes.
I'm done.
Oh, don't give up on it.
I really don't be on IG too much. So follow me on Facebook until I can get the IG thing together.
Right.
And you will see some new things coming out. I'm not gonna say God is just blessed me.
Yes.
In the last
in the blessed business.
in the last couple of days. So we're working. You know how you work solo for so long.
Oh yes.
You know, God is placing people in my presence where I can build a team to help do the things that needs to be done to get me where God is wanting me to go.
Exactly.
So I am thankful for that, and I'm being patient. And age is only a number. Patience is key. It's hard, but patience is key. Patience is key. But it's amazing. I'm excited.
Yes, we're excited for you.
And thank you. And I will be doing for those who are going to go to the Black Wall Street Expo, which is tomorrow in Dallas. I will be there. I will have a vendor's booth in there.
Nice.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
So where can people go to that in Dallas?
Yeah.
I will post the flyer on my page. I don't have the physical address, but it is Dallas.
Okay.
I think it's located more downtown.
Gotcha.
Dallas, I believe.
Okay.
But
Stay tuned for that, y'all, because that's big.
I will post that tonight. Yes, when you want to excel and elevate your career in whatever it is you're doing, you have to invest in yourself. You have to put yourself out there. Yes, it's a struggle. Yes, everything costs. But if you want others to invest in you, you have to first invest in yourself.
That's good.
Look, she answered my last question. I didn't even have to ask it.
No, that was it.
So, believe God is going to bring in the money. Yes, absolutely.
That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for allowing us to be in your space.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all follow this one right here. Miss Verlinda Stanton.
Follow her.
Yes. I have 2 pages. I'm going to tell you like this, I got 2 Facebook pages. You got 5,000 plus friends that you don't know over half.
Right.
So my first page is Verlinda Stanton. My second page is Verlinda R. Stanton. Okay? So I have all these friends, but only a 3-digit number of followers. So I need you all to follow and share. Because I'm telling you, don't sleep on me. Don't sleep on me. Don't go sleep on me. I'm not being arrogant or conceited or anything, but don't sleep on me because God is doing some amazing things. And I don't want you to miss out because I'm on a journey of healing. This is my mission. I'm on a journey of healing. And if any of you have gone through or are going through or know someone who has gone through being molested, raped, going through domestic violence, mental, physical abuse, being diagnosed with HIV, being diagnosed with anything, and you just don't know what to do, reach out to me. Reach out to me. I don't have all the answers, but I can send you in some direction that you need to go, and I can pray for you. I know, like seriously, I didn't have a lot of people in my corner where I could go and talk to them about the things that I had gone through. So all of that, I suppressed it and kept to myself. And finally, God said, you need to release. So I surrendered and I released. And now I'm on my journey of healing, not just for myself, but for you who are out there listening and watching as well.
Well, there you have it. Miss Verlinda Stanton right here, people.
Amen.
Have her flowers now while she's on top of the ground.
Thank you. And the thing is that people that are attached to you, if you're blessed, they are blessed.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Hey.
And I thank God just for all the people that have reached out to me and that supported me, that has purchased the book. I thank all of you all for your support, for your love. I thank my hometown, East Texas Tyler. You know, I just thank everybody there for just showing their love and to continue to show their gratitude and everything. So I'm not going anywhere. I will be on here.
And we don't want her to go anywhere.
We don't.
And she's now a BAM woman, so y'all will be seeing more of her.
Bam,
yes.
Bam, 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 bam.
There we go. And there you have it. This is today's show. We have been on location at Studio Movie Grill today with the wonderful and fabulous Miss Verlinda Stanton. So y'all, like I said, support her and follow her.
Yes, I love all of you all and I appreciate your support. So go to my website. And, you know, some things are going to be tweaked on there. So if you do go one day and the page is not on, you know, they're tweaking some things. So keep pushing. You don't hear that name? Yeah, you're going to hear that name. Honey, God got it going on for me. That's all I got to say.
I love it.
Thank you all. And you all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. And just continue to be safe. And whatever your heart desire is, whatever you want to accomplish in life, know that you can do it. Write it down. Make a vision board. You know, the word says, write the vision, make it plain. That's what it says. Vision board. Write it. If you don't do it, I'm going to get a piece of paper. Write it down. Write it down.
Yes.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all.
That's it. We'll see y'all later.